Ever been burned by the Italy booth at any EPCOT festival? This restaurant just might redeem the Italy Pavilion.
Come with us as we dine at the amazing restaurant Via Napoli here at the Italy Pavilion. Okay, so I got the flight, the Via Napoli wine flight. It is wonderful. I'm not surprised. I'm a big Italian wine person, so I absolutely loved this. So I'll just read mine across the way of what I have. So starting with a Prosecco. This is very light. It's very fruity. It's lovely. It's great. I have nothing against a good Prosecco. Then I have the Pinot Grigio, which is arguably probably the most famous wine. I think it's mostly looked at as like a white woman wine, but it's an excellent wine. I understand why a lot of people like it. And this last one, I'm gonna butcher it real bad. It's the Terra de Bacco, but it's a black grape, which I've never had before. It has the body of a red, but it's very light, like a white. So I am very impressed with this flight that I have. It's delicious, and I very much enjoy my drink. So, drinks.
What am I drinking? I'm glad you asked. For my drink tonight, I went with the Amaretto Sour, and this was actually recommended to me by my lovely wife, so thank you, Anne, for that. The Amaretto Sour contains Maker's Mark bourbon, amaretto liqueur, lemon lime soda, and lemon juice. Drinking this thing, it is one of the smoothest cocktails I've ever had. You cannot taste the alcohol. If anything, it tastes like an elevated Sprite, something you get at a really fancy movie or dinner party or something like that. Super smooth going down. All the ingredients play so well off of each other. It's garnished with an orange, so it's super crisp. Kind of something I would want on a cruise. We also did get an appetizer with one of the antipasti. It's the arancini. This is fried risotto balls, fontina cheese, and meat ragu. So you think about risotto, and it's almost got that texture of rice. It is melted together beautifully with the cheese, and then it's mixed with the sauce. It's almost like an elevated mac and cheese ball. Super tasty. It definitely almost also prepares the palate for the pizza or the pasta that you're gonna be ordering. So this appetizer did come in at $15, so it's up there for an appetizer, but still very good.
Okay, so I had the margarita pizza. It's cheese, basil, tomato sauce. At the end of the day, there's nothing super fancy about it, but it's in its simplicity that makes it so good. It's easy to mess this up. And I mean, right, pizza is pizza, let's be real. This is excellent. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for this pizza. Amazing. Well worth the price, well worth the wait, well worth the reservation, well worth my time to come and sit in the middle of a Disney day. Very excellent, great, amazing pizza.
For my pizza, I went with the Meat Lovers on the individual size, and if it isn't mentioned already, individual pizzas are 12 inches. So this has a tomato-based sauce, mozzarella for the cheese, and it has pepperoni, ham, it has Italian spicy sausage, and then pancetta. This is delicious. Now, funny enough, when I typically see pizza in Disney parks, I actually tend to avoid it. The reason for that is because, in my experience, pizza hasn't been very good. Now, the big difference is that has been at Disneyland, because that's where I grew up going to. And I know what you're thinking. Tyler, Disneyland's in California. You're in Florida. And I'm going to say, you're right. This pizza is 100% a different story. Super good. The toppings are loaded onto the pizza. If you are somebody who gets annoyed when a pizza comes out and it's stingy with the toppings, you don't have to worry about that problem here. There is meat overflowing on this pizza, which is great. I'm definitely going to leave full, even on a 12-inch pizza. And I tend to have a bigger stomach, by the way. The sauce is very flavorful. The cheese is nice and gooey. The crust is very soft. I wish it was a little more burnt, but that's just because that's my style. However, doesn't trump the fact that this is an amazing pie. Oh my gosh. If you are looking for pizza, you have to come to EPCOT, and you have to come to the Italy Pavilion. I almost said Germany, and I don't know why. Okay, so I mentioned the cruise, having a drink on a cruise. earlier, this is a little callback to the cruise because our waiter, Fabio, suggested a limoncello shot. The big difference, other than, well, that one on the cruise was frozen, this one's not. This has alcohol in it, and it is strong. We're trying to get through it, and I know some people out there are probably thinking, like, y'all are a bunch of wimps, just shoot it. You're not supposed to shoot it. You're supposed to sip it. But it's so freaking strong. It's crazy. It's good. I like it. But I wouldn't get on a roller coaster immediately after having this. Call back to the cruise.
Okay, so Tyler just talked about how strong this is, and I'm going to agree, it's very strong. But what's really cool about doing stuff like this is we talked with our waiter and we asked him about, if he thought that the food here was authentic. He said it is incredibly authentic to what he has back in Italy. The only thing that's different is the water. So how fun is it to learn about these different things that they do in different cultures? So in Italy, this is what they drink right after they finish eating something like a pizza or a pasta. And so it's just fun. Whew. But strong. We have a couple of cautionary things to go over, and then we'll go over a recommendation. So first, Tyler, how much was the meal tonight?
So the meal ran us $167, and that includes tip. It is a little bit of a hefty price. It's kind of a little tough pill to swallow when you're spending almost $200 just to get into the park. And then if you have, now there are two of us, and we did order alcoholic beverages, which always kicks the bill up.
Well, and especially when it's not Victoria and Albert's, it's not, it's not California Grill, it's not any of these fancier meals that you're more accustomed to hearing when people talk about the nice meals that you can have at Disney World. Mm-hmm. Via Napoli is not one of them that comes into the conversation. So with that being said, with the $167 price tag, I was thoroughly impressed with this meal. It was delicious. Now, I knew going in, because I do the research to see how much we're going to spend. Mm-hmm. I knew this was going to be a larger meal, not larger in quantity, but larger in price. I thoroughly enjoyed everything about tonight. I would 1,000% come back and do this again. The one thing I will say, though, is that there is a walk-up quick service of this same restaurant right next to Via Napoli. So Via Napoli is located in the back of the pavilion. Literally, right next to it is Napoli pizza. So if you're not wanting to sit down, if you're not wanting to pay that price tag, you can go there and get a quick service version of this same pizza. It's just as delicious. It's just as wonderful. It's just a little bit cheaper, which is nice. If you're, doing World Showcase and you're not wanting to stop and eat a whole meal and do all of this stuff, you have an option. The big question is, would you recommend this restaurant to somebody who's coming to EPCOT?
It depends. I'm sorry. I know people on the internet hate that answer, but it depends. Do you like pizza? Most people say yes, and if you say no, what is wrong with you? But the other thing too is it all depends on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to maximize all the rides, get on every single one twice, I don't think I can recommend this. However, if you want a really good spot to get out of the heat and just get some relaxation time, I do recommend this. I think this is the best pizza on Disney World property. We haven't had too much pizza on Disney World property, but this was phenomenal, and I think it kind of has to be the best pizza on Disney World property, if I'm being honest.
I would recommend this place. I think it's delicious. Only thing I caution is it does take a lot of your time. If you're here during a non-festival time we are, yes, come here. There's just not a ton to do in Epcot rides-wise. Experience a different culture. It's exciting and fun. If you're here during a festival, it's a little harder to recommend this because there's so much to do during a festival. But if you're here during that week and a half that there's not a festival going on, come here, sit down, enjoy an authentic Italian meal. It's delicious. And that's going to do it for us here from Via Napoli. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, as always, if you like this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe.
Go ahead, open up the description as well. Follow that Instagram link and shoot us a follow on Insta. But that's all for now. So we will see you guys at the next stop.
Bye, guys.